Alright, g'day, hi and welcome. Provisions acquired. Let's see what we get. 180.09 a liter. Ouch. Ouch. 180.09. Insane. I don't even want to look at the diesel. Dude, it's like almost noon. You're late. You're fired. He's fired. That rooster's got the worst timing ever. It's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon he's crowing. It's like, you're supposed to do that at 5, man. Like, you're fired. Simple as that. You're fired. Yeah. Here's the phone booth. That phone booth, you'll laugh. They put that phone booth in the late 90s. And it was just an empty phone booth for about 10 years. Literally, you'd see people pull in and go into it, they'd be all confused. It's like, they'd look around, there's like no phone in there. Then they put somewhere in about, say 2004, 2005, somewhere around that, they put the phone in it, but they didn't hook it up. So people would stop, they put their coins in, whatever, they could get their coins back, whatever, you know, I guess you can get your coins back when it's, even when it doesn't work, but the phone didn't work, right? And then they finally hooked it up. But it's like broken most of the time. I've used it before where you pick it up and it's like hilarious. Yeah. But they still got it though. There's the mayor. It's funny though, like they're getting rid of all those like phones and stuff like this. Well, everybody has a cell phone nowadays. But I'm like, yeah, but there's emergencies where people don't get cell service, especially in rural areas like this, right? They should leave those, you know, that's I think it's just a safety issue, you know? And we got a Dodge and a Frontier covered in snow. Yeah, she doesn't have her elves out this year. She decorated a bit, but usually she has like the Santa sleigh and all that. Maybe it's too early yet. Oh no, she's got the Christmas lights out. We don't put anything up until probably, well, my dad's sporadic. He'll either put up the Christmas tree like say today, tomorrow, next day, or he'll wait till like the 23rd or something like that. You know, depends how he feels about it. Here's the mayor again. Snow-covered Dodge once again. Yeah. Snow-covered everything. Snow-covered everything. So I hope you guys are enjoying those really stupid music videos that I'm making. I figured, well, I'll have fun with it, right? Gives me a chance to show off my guitars and whatever. My next thing I have to get though is, if I want to take my recording to the next level, is I definitely have to get some sort of either electric drums, and then I got to learn a whole new instrument. The problem is to be a good drummer takes years, right? But I'm probably good enough that I could do some really cool stuff to get ideas down. Then you don't just hear the same beat over and over, because I want to get really, really crazy and technical with, you know, like Yngwie meets Dream Theater meets Paul Gilbert meets I think it's somebody else really technical, you know, like neoclassical stuff. I really like the neoclassical stuff. A really good guitar player, really good channel. I want to give him a shout out, even though he's got way bigger than me. Is that Bernth channel? Really love that guy's stuff. What a good man. If you're a guitar player, the mayor again. He does that. He just drives up and down the town all the time. It's kind of funny. That Brent guy there, he's more of a metal guy for sure, but you can learn a lot from him. So one thing I do all winter when I'm off is I try to gain knowledge of one of the way of the guitar, right? Zen of the guitar, so to speak. Make him drop the trail. A little sputtery. Yeah, hey, you use a snowblower till you see mud coming out. Yeah, that's what you do. Then you know it's clean. But anyway, yeah, I want to get as knowledgeable as I can with music. Still working on the violin show, but it's kind of hard right now around Christmas. You know, people are coming over and stuff like that. So I can still do the recordings without too much problem because it's all internal, right? Doesn't matter who's in the house. But anything that requires, like, that's why I can't finish off my songs to do the vocal tracks. But I want to make the triple hammer stuff really, really good. I know I released one like kind of like half-assed demo. The Arena's Ghostly Tomb one there. I like that song a lot, and the way I hear it in my head, okay, I can do the guitar parts like that, but without having a drummer or variations in the drums, so it's not just the same beat over and over again. It'll never do the song justice, right? And I've got pretty much the first Triple Hammer album ready. It's going to be a series of 3. They're going to be concept albums. It's going to be really, really cool stuff. And those, I need a budget for those ones, because I have a whole idea of like a video, and something that had occurred to me, if you're a musician watching this and you're like, how do I make it big as a musician? Well, you don't. What you do instead is you don't wait for the record industries, because that's not how it works anymore. Not only that, your odds of being picked for by a you know, like a recording industry or whatever, it doesn't work like that anymore. You know, yeah, the time of Elvis, yes, you sent in a demo or they discovered you in a bar or something like that. That's not how you're going to get big. How you're going to get big is the way you consume music, right? Most people in this day and age, okay, are going to consume music in 2 ways. One is through like Spotify and Apple and Google and all that stuff, and you know, those. But those people that you are either downloading or listening to, you've discovered, not talking about the older bands from the 80s and 90s and stuff like that, because that was a different way of discovery, but you discover these guys via music video, hence the goofy little music videos, right? But I want to make some good music videos, but I have 0 budget, right? So I have to work with what I got, which is my GoPros here, and just do the, you know, Windows Movie Maker, as long as that computer is going to hold, you know, for as long as that computer holds out, right? So at some point I have to go to a recording studio. There's lots of recording studios in my area, like lots. Actually, there used to only be a handful. Now there's like, between here and Armprise, there's like 50 of them. And that's like a 200-mile stretch, you know what I mean? Like that's a lot. The big one was Raven Street Studios. They're like 125 an hour, right? Which is actually better than I thought, because I think that's what they were in the 90s, is 125 an hour. And there's some down about 60 bucks an hour. But you don't go to the studio until you've lived with your songs long enough, arranged them exactly how you want, and you've got the people to record it. So the bass I do that myself. It's called the guitar, obviously, and the vocals will be me. But I may have to, like, basically, you know, hire a drummer, like a really good drummer, but the drummer needs to know the material. So all that takes time, right? Because I can't seem to find a band up here, which is common for little rural areas. It's like, even in the city, it's hard enough to find a band. And even by the time you do find a band members, do you get along with them? Do you like them, etc., etc., right? Comes a big bad Dodge. So my cousin in his big bad Dodge. There's him. That's a nice Dodge too. Spinning up that road like that. It's a very Dodge thing to do. Very dodgy. But yeah, so that's what I'm after for the music stuff. I'll fill you in more as I go, because like, hey, oh, he's also, my cousin's kind of deaf, so But yeah, so the studios are definitely in the cards, but that takes a budget. And you only go to the studio once you know your songs. Not so much that you get them right every time you play them, but that you can't get them wrong, right? So once I got that down and everything rearranged or whatever, that's pretty good. But one thing I got to do before that, just so I can get the demos down, is because I'm very limited to how good I can get it with my BR1200. I mean, it's 2006 technology. It's not bad for what it is. That's what you've been hearing, right? The drums in there is just a drum machine that plays over and over again. The drums in the BR1200 are like, you know, you need a PhD to figure them out. The manual's not good enough. You need to be shown how to properly edit the drums, because then you could make songs with different drum parts throughout it. But I think it's just going to be easier, rather than trying to program stuff, just buy a set of drums and play the drums. I do know how to play the drums, but just, you know, to the level I want to play them at, I need a better drummer. So, but anyway, we'll see how that works out. And I'm gonna go inside. Here's my dad's new truck, sitting in the snow. Not snow covered because he was already out today. There we go. We'll have one more look at the winter wonderland. Here we go. Snow. There we go.